Let's look into how the insurgents have changed their own tactics in response to the Africa Corps arrival in 2026. The arrival of the Africa Corps has forced a major tactical pivot by insurgent groups, most notably JNIM, that is the Al-Qaeda's affiliate, and the Islamic State Sahel Province ISSP. Instead of fighting the Russian-backed armies in large, conventional battles where Russian air superiority with their drones and jets will win, the insurgents have adopted a strategy of economic strangulation and shadow governance. First among the tactics is what is known as the siege staff tactics. The siege and staff tactic, which mainly focused on economic warfare. The most significant change in 2025 and 2026 is the use of blockades to cripple the military junta's legitimacy. The insurgents achieved this by employing what is known as targeting defense. That is targeting defense tactics. Insurgents have shifted from attacking military bases to attacking the roads leading to them by using IEDs and mobile checkpoints. They have effectively placed major towns like Timbuktu, Djibo, and even outskirts of Bamako under blockade. And then they have these tactics known as fuel and food embargoes. They specifically target fuel tankers and food convoys. This forces the juntas to rely on the Africa Corps to escort every single truck, which ties up military resources and causes mass inflation in the cities, turning the urban population's initial joy into economic frustration. Also, there is mining sabotage. JNIM has explicitly threatened and attacked foreign-run mining sites. They aim to cut off the gold revenue that the juntas used to pay the Africa Corps, creating a financial siege. Another tactic is the shadow governance versus regime protection. While the Africa Corps focuses on protecting the leaders in the capitals, that is what is best known as regime protection. The insurgents are focusing on winning over the rural populations, so they came in with the alternate state tactic. In areas where the military has withdrawn to the cities, JNIM provides justice and security. They settle land disputes, manage markets, and enforce their version of Sharia law. For a rural farmer, a harsh but A harsh but present insurgent government is often more practical than a benevolent but absent military junta. And then the negotiation from strength. In late 2025, a fascinating and dangerous trend emerged. Local mayors and community leaders in Mali began negotiating local peace deals directly with JNIM, sometimes with the secret blessing of the junta just to get food and fuel moving again. This gives the insurgents de facto control without even firing a shot. There is also technological adaptation. Low tech beats high tech, which is the use of local or native intelligence to counter the Russian drones and surveillance. So they adopted dispersed units tactics. Insurgents no longer move in large technicals, that is, in armed pickup trucks that can be seen from the air. They now move in units of 2 or 3 motorcycles, hiding under tree cover bending with or blending with civilian traffic. They also make use of human intelligence because the Africa core are foreigners who don't speak the local languages. Bambara, Fulfulde, Tamashek. They struggle to distinguish between a civilian and a fighter. Insurgents exploit this using the heavy-handed Russian sweeps to recruit villagers who have lost loved ones to indiscriminate drone strikes. This is the central dilemma of a state trying to protect its sovereignty, and especially as it is with the alliance of the Sahel States confederation in their course of pursuing Pan-Africanism. If the good intentions of the military junta in these Sahel states cannot provide rural security or economic stability, the positive results they achieved in the previous years will begin to look like temporary illusion. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe for more discussions like this.